Step into the world of Shanghai Palette, the heartbeat of Nigeria's palette landscape, where creativity and precision unite from the very beginning. Every palette is a masterpiece, crafted with precision by our dedicated technicians at Shanghai, where precision is not just a standard but a way of life. Promising excellence that is 100% sourced and proudly produced right here in Nigeria. Choose Shanghai products where precision meets pride.
Proudly Nigeria.
Shanghai Palette, where quality meets the spirit of craftsmanship.
At Sonoplastics, customers' needs are our priority. We give you all the attention you need. With us, our customers are king. Located at kilometer 40, Lagos Abeokuta Expressway, Ijoko, Ogun State. Sonoplastics Limited, we're just a phone call away. Contact us through 080-2783-5332. You can reach us through any of our lines and social media handles. Sonoplastics Limited. Come, let us treat you like a king.
Do you want to be saved? Do you want breakthroughs in all life endeavors? Then, join Pastor W.F. Kumoyi, the Superintendent of Deeper Life Bible Church worldwide, on The Truth, every Sunday at 7:30 p.m. on NTA Abeokuta Channel 12. You can also watch us on Star Times Channel 103 or on our social media handles. The Truth, it promises salvation, life-changing prophetic utterances, and liberation from bondage. Make it a date every Sunday at 7:30 p.m. for life-changing experience with Pastor W.F. Kumoyi on The Truth on NTA Abeokuta Channel 12. Jesus is Lord. Hallelujah, hallelujah.
Good evening and welcome to News Diary, where we bring to your view a recap of stories that made headlines during the outgoing week. Sit back and enjoy this week's edition of News Diary, your program, our program. I am Zinat Eyuwari. The multifaceted challenges of war, religious extremism, conflicts, and the adverse effects of climate change confronting the world can be surmounted through collective efforts and interfaith collaboration. A lecturer in the Department of Foreign Languages, Lagos State University, Ojo, Lagos, Dr. Saeed Olurotimi Timehin, made this submission while preferring solutions to the global challenges at the 50th Annual National Convention of Majlis Ansarullah, the Male Elders Forum of the Ahmadiyya Muslim Jamaat, held in Abeokuta, Ogun State. The details of that report will be in our subsequent bulletin. Moving on to stories that made headline during the week. The First Lady of Nigeria, Senator Oluremi Tinubu, called on state governments across the Southwest to support federal government initiatives aimed at tackling food insecurity and malnutrition in the country. Senator Tinubu stated this during a visit to Ogun State, where she flagged off the Southwest Zonal National Community Food Bank Program and inaugurated other projects in Abeokuta, the state capital. Akim Jimoh reports that the First Lady emphasized the need for sustained collaboration among the federal and state governments to ensure that vulnerable Nigerians have access to nutritious food and other essential support.
First Lady of Nigeria, Senator Oluremi Tinubu, says the newly launched National Food Bank initiative is structured to guarantee that vulnerable populations, particularly children under the age of 6, pregnant women and nursing mothers, have direct access to quality, nutritious meals. She made the statement while addressing key stakeholders at the June 12 Cultural Center, NTA Abeokuta. Senator Tinubu expressed optimism about the sustainability of the program, adding that its objectives align directly with President Bola Ahmed Tinubu's renewed hope agenda, specifically in the areas of food security, improved health care, social protection, and human capital development.
Pregnant women and lactating mothers have access to nutritious food. This initiative aligns with the new food agenda of His Excellency President Bola Ahmed Tinubu, particularly in advancing food security, improving health outcomes, and building a stronger and more prosperous Nigeria. The program is being implemented through a strategic partnership between the Office of the First Lady of the Federal Republic of Nigeria.
In his remarks, Ogun State Governor Prince Dapo Abiodun emphasized that the initiative reflects a shared vision and unified purpose between the federal government and the Ogun State government towards building a prosperous and inclusive nation.
Do you know that this is not merely a declaration of policy? It is a solemn promise that government must translate intentions into visible improvements in the lives of the people. Today, that promise finds past expression in Ogun State through healthcare, housing, nutrition, social protection, and human capital development.
In their goodwill messages, traditional rulers and political leaders commended the federal government's commitment to addressing food insecurity while safeguarding the dignity of vulnerable citizens.
Your leadership has moved this idea from concern to coordination, bringing institutions together around the people they are meant to serve. Food grown on Nigerian soil moves through Nigerian institutions to Nigerian people.
His Excellency President Bola Ahmed Tinubu has emphasized prevention and care of vulnerable Nigerians, women, children, maternal and newborn and child care, community-based service delivery.
Earlier, the First Lady, accompanied by Governor Dapo Abiodun, inaugurated several landmark projects across the state. These included the National Community Food Bank warehouse at Makun in Shagamu, the President Muhammadu Buhari Housing Estate in Kobakwe, and the Gateway Medical Center of Excellence, Ukemoso, Abeokuta. In Abeokuta, Akim Jimoh, NTA News.
Executives of the People's Democratic Party, PDP, and African Democratic Congress, ADC, in Ogun East Senatorial District have defected to the ruling All Progressive Congress, APC, ahead of the 2027 general elections. Receiving the defectors, Ogun State Governor Prince Dapo Abiodun assured them of a level playing field and equal opportunities within the party. Akim Jimoh reports.
As political activities intensify ahead of the 2027 general elections, the wave of defections from one political party to another has continued across the country, with Ogun State recording another major development. The latest is the defection of former executives of the People's Democratic Party, PDP, at ward levels in Odogbolu and Ijebu-Igbo local government areas, as well as the ward executives of the African Democratic Congress, ADC, across Ogun East Senatorial District to the All Progressives Congress, APC, in Ogun State. Shortly before their official reception into the APC, the team leaders of the defectors said they decided to join the ruling party, describing it as a formidable platform ahead of the 2027 general elections.
He's one of the governors that I've seen that he has worked so far, and his work is feasible. So these are what I saw, that belonging to the opposition party does not help the situation. I can also give my own quota in this present government. That's why we decided that we should join the moving train so that we can do the government together, contribute our own quota together, and work together with the present government.
If you don't join a winning team, we just be turning around. So that's the more reason, because we have been in this PDP for long, over 12 years, but nothing to achieve. Then we believe if I could join or we join, maybe we could benefit.
Receiving the defectors into the APC, the Ogun State Governor, Prince Dapo Abiodun, and the State Chairman of the party, Chief Yemi Sanusi, assured the new members of equal opportunities and a level playing field within the party.
Inú mi dùn wípé mo rọ́jọ́ òní. Inú mi dùn wípé òní ṣojú mi. Congratulations, ọ̀rẹ́ mọ ọ̀rẹ́ wa. Ẹ jẹ́ ká sowọ́pọ̀ ká fi ìmọ̀ ṣọ̀kan gbé kémi gbé.
Governor Dapo Abiodun urged the defectors to support and vote for APC candidates across the state, while also backing the re-election bid of President Bola Ahmed Tinubu to enable him consolidate on the achievements of his administration. In Abeokuta, Akem Jimo, NTA News.
One of the stories that also made headline this week is that the need to improve animal welfare, productivity, and sustainable livestock development has taken center stage as experts in animal science and veterinary practice converge at the Federal University of Agriculture, Abeokuta, FUNAB, for a 2-day African Regional Conference of the International Society for Applied Ethology. Held in hybrid format, the conference brings together participants from across Africa to explore how better understanding of animal behavior can drive innovative and inclusive approaches to animal welfare and livestock production. Lukman Adefeso completes the report.
2-day 2026 Regional Hybrid Conference of the International Society for Applied Ethology emphasized the need to harness animal behavior to improve welfare, productivity, and sustainable livestock development. The conference brought together stakeholders, researchers, and students from Nigeria and across Africa, physically and virtually, to discuss emerging issues in animal ethology and welfare. The keynote speaker, Professor Olufemi Mobolaji Alabi of Bowen University, stressed that animal welfare should go beyond preventing suffering to promoting positive experiences, while calling for inclusive innovations accessible to farmers, researchers, and underserved communities.
Let us be treating them as sentient beings because they have their own feelings. They can feel pain, they can feel joy. So we need to take care of them in order for us to get better output and better quality of products from them for our own safer consumption.
At a panel session on animal welfare policies and legislation in Africa, the Nigeria contest, former Director of Veterinary Services, Ekiti State, Dr. Emmanuel Osayomi, called for stronger implementation and enforcement of animal welfare laws. He linked animal welfare to animal health, food safety, productivity, and public health, and advocated prevention, education, collaboration, and accountability with clear standards for transportation, handling, housing, markets, and slaughter facilities.
Discourse on that panel discussion that is not only that we should know the paperwork, but we should make animal welfare as our day-to-day practice, so that the health of these animals, which we invariably affect our own health too, should be taken very importantly.
So it's essential for animal practitioners to understand the true behavior of these animals, so that when there is a deviation from a normal behavior to what is abnormal, you will easily pick them up.
The Vice Chancellor of FUNAB, Professor Olushola Babatunde Kehinde, represented described the conference as timely and urged participants to translate its outcome into research policy and practical solutions.
While we are doing this, it's something that we need to know that these animals are those things that provide economies for us. They provide the food security, and of course, they're used in research things that we do in FUNAB.
We have animal laws, but these laws, people don't even know about it, not to talk of them taking cognizance of these laws. So ISAE is sponsoring this conference so that people can be aware of what is happening about the animal policies and legislation in Nigeria.
Part of what we'll also take home from this conference is that everybody should do something better in their neighborhood. And in most cases, when we organize this workshop and conferences, we invite all these direct handlers so that they will also get to know this message of caring for animals better.
The conference challenged stakeholders to translate scientific knowledge into practical welfare interventions, promoting innovation and inclusion for a more ethical, resilient and sustainable livestock sector. In Abeokuta, Lukman Adifeso, NTA News.
Also, as political activities gradually gather momentum ahead of the 2027 general elections, the Ogun State Police Command advised youth to shun thuggery, violence and other acts capable of undermining the electoral process and disrupting peace in the country. The advice was given during a walkathon in Abeokuta, led by the State Commissioner of Police, Bode Ojajuni, as part of activities marking the 2026 International Youth Day. Yemi Dalemo has more details.
The Commissioner of Police, Ogun State Command, Bode Ojajuni, alongside heads of other security agencies in the state, led the youth on a 3-kilometer walk from the Ogun State Sports Arena, Kuto, through major streets in the metropolis. The youths, carrying placards with messages against electoral violence, sensitized their peers on the need to abide by the rules and shun acts capable of disrupting the electoral process, particularly as the 2027 general elections approach. The program, organized in collaboration with the Nigerian Youth Parliament to commemorate the 2026 International Youth Day, was held under the theme Youth Empowerment for a Sustainable Future, with the campaign message, "My future is greater than political thuggery." Speaking on the objectives of the exercise, the Commissioner said it was designed to promote youth empowerment, security, peace building and responsible participation in the electoral process.
So we have to do a kind of enlightenment, a kind of campaign to sensitize the youths on the need for them to be a good citizen, for them to be more of positive, to be on the positive side of history, for them to be more useful to the country.
At the end of the walk, CP Ojajuni addressed a cross-section of youths, including members of the National Youth Service Corps and various youth associations, on expectations of the Inspector General of Police, Olatunji Disu, from the young Nigerians ahead of the elections.
They should abstain from drugs. They should abstain from bad influence from any of their peer group. They should also engage in positive activities. Also, be part of this movement that is clamoring for a very peaceful and violent-free 2027 general election.
I advised and I warned our students, the student populace of this country, to shy away from thuggery, and we should not allow politicians to use us as students as a thuggery or as tools for election violence.
The participants pledged to reject attempts to use them as agents of destruction during electioneering campaigns, promising instead to promote peace and positive engagement before, during, and after the general elections. In Abeokuta, Yemi Dalemo, NTA News.
The news diary will continue after this break. Please stay tuned.
Sono Plastics, customers' needs are our priority. We give you all the attention you need. With us, our customers are king. Located at kilometer 40, Lagos Abeokuta Expressway, Ijoko, Ogun State. Sona Plastics Limited. We're just a phone call away. Contact us through 080-2783-5332. You can reach us through any of our lines and social media handles. Sona Plastics Limited. Come, let us treat you like a king.
Step into the world of Shanghai Palette, the heartbeat of Nigeria's palette landscape, where creativity and precision unite from the very beginning. Every palette is a masterpiece, crafted with precision by our dedicated technicians at Shanghai, where precision is not just a standard but a way of life. Promising excellence that is 100% sourced and proudly produced right here in Nigeria. Choose Shanghai products where precision meets pride.
Proudly Nigerian.
Shanghai Palette, where quality meets the spirit of craftsmanship.
Sona Maltings Limited presents glucose syrup. Glucose syrup extracted from locally sourced sorghum and corn into a liquefied sugar of natural origin. Sona Maltings glucose syrup is gluten-free and tastes yummy. That's why it is the most sought after glucose syrup by commercial food production companies as a sweetener, thickener, and moisture retaining agent. As it doesn't crystallize, it is used in production of candy, beer, fondant, and certain canned food, and pre-made baked goods like brisket and cookies. Sona Maltings glucose syrup is made by Sona Maltings Limited. Sona Maltings glucose syrup, king in liquefied sugar.
Welcome back. Now the news diary continues. Another story that made headline during the week is that the Nigerian Legion has called for renewed commitment to welfare and recognition of veterans as it marks its 62nd anniversary alongside the Ogun State Veterans Day celebration. The call was made at the ceremony in Abeokuta, where stakeholders also advocated the repositioning of the Legion to enhance its relevance and impact in contemporary Nigeria. Our correspondent reports that the celebration has its theme, repositioning the Nigerian Legion for a dynamic and new perspective. The celebration brought together veterans, government officials, traditional rulers, security agencies, and other stakeholders who called for a dynamic approach to repositioning the Nigerian Legion and improve the welfare of veterans. Speaking on the theme, repositioning the Nigerian Legion for a dynamic and new perspective, the guest speaker, Professor Ayodeji Agboke, paid tribute to retired veterans and urged serving personnel to embrace change and adapt to emerging developments. He called for stronger government commitment to veterans' welfare through improved health care, regular payment of pensions, and the establishment of a functional database, while advocating public-private partnerships to support the Legion.
If you don't have an umbrella where veterans stand together, it will be difficult for you to achieve this repositioning, dynamism, and the new perspective.
For 62 years, the Nigerian Legion has stood for service, sacrifice, and solidarity. Today, we honor our veterans who gave so much for the peace and unity of Nigeria. We remember those who paid the supreme price, and we celebrate the resilience of their widow and dependents.
Representing Ogun State Governor Dr. Abiodun, the special advisor on security, Olushola Subar, pledged the continued support of the state government to the Nigerian Legion. The Oba of Isheri Awori, Oba Engineer Suleiman Adekunle Bangbade, who also has a military background, described the celebration as a reminder of the sacrifices made by veterans. He called on government and society to ensure that veterans are adequately supported and not forgotten after their years of service.
You have given this nation all your best, and young ones like us who also did the same, we are proud to celebrate with you, and may God continue to keep you. I am sure the Nigerian Army will not forget you and will continue to celebrate you for many more years to come.
If they know our what? They know what we have passed through, especially during the Civil War, to keep Nigeria one. We should be celebrated.
Highlights of the event included the presentation of souvenirs to widows of fallen soldiers and award plaques to deserving veterans in recognition of their service and sacrifice. The Nigerian Society of Engineers, Abeokuta branch, has elected a new executive to pilot the affairs of the association for the next 2 years, following the expiration of the tenure of the immediate past leadership. The election and formal transfer of leadership took place during the branch's annual general meeting in Abeokuta, where members commended the outgoing executives for its achievements and charged the new leadership to sustain the momentum. Gbadebo Adeluyi reports.
The annual general meeting of the Nigerian Society of Engineers Abeokuta branch brought together members, past executives and other stakeholders to review the activities of the branch and usher in a new leadership. The outgoing chairman, Engineer Olumayowa Ido, while reviewing the achievements of his administration over the past 2 years, attributed the successes recorded to the dedication, commitment and support of members. He urged members to extend the same cooperation to the incoming executive to ensure continuity and sustained progress.
By the grace of God and support of members of the branch, we made giant stride in terms of professional capacity, welfare of our members, infrastructure development, which has been acknowledged widely by the members, even friends of the society. And what helped us most of the time is our inclusivity. We try to ensure we carry everybody along.
The association elected Engineer Musa Kunle as the new chairman to pilot its affairs for the next 2 years. In his acceptance speech, Engineer Kunle pledged to prioritize members' welfare and professional development while calling for greater unity and collective effort among members. He expressed confidence that with the support of members, the Abeokuta branch would achieve more and set higher standards for engineering practices in Ogun State.
The immediate past chairman has done very wonderfully, but the next thing is to sustain that impact that he has done, and that's why I come into what we call the innovation, relevance of engineering, innovation, and impact integrity. I want to bring my own integrity, let people see, and believe in welfare of our members. And I want to believe in the next 1 year, people will see the difference.
Speakers at the gathering commended the outgoing administration for its transparency and the execution of projects aimed at improving the welfare and professional development of members.
I want to commend you, appreciate you for the goodwill you have been able to attract to the branch under your tenure.
You have not been doing I. You have been using the word we. At least you have been doing things collectively.
The major highlight of the meeting was the formal transfer of leadership from the outgoing chairman, Engineer Olumayowa Ido, to the newly elected chairman, Engineer Musa Kunle. In Abeokuta, Gbadebo Adeluyi, NTA News.
That concludes this week's edition of News Diary. Join us at the same time next week. My name remains Zinat Eyowawi. Thank you and good night.
Guys, what we're basically doing today is to search for the tastiest biscuits ever on the playground. Are you guys ready? Yeah! The search starts in 3, 2, 1. Let's go!
Sona biscuits are rich in flavor, nourishment, and excitement. Grab a bite today.
Welcome to a world of classical packaging. At Shanghai, our safe and hygiene dustbin ranging from the small closet bin sizes to large rollable industrial and community bin sizes. Decked with perfect functioning pedals, our paint containers are carefully prepared for their global journey, always prioritizing your safety every step of the way. Our array of various Tampa event plastic paint containers are the industry's #1, making them the most sought after choice. Proudly Nigeria.
Sona Malting Industries has been specially produced and packaged for the benefits of the family. Made from locally sourced sorghum, Agrovita is filling. It is nourishing, just as it is a delight. Oh yes, Agrovita staple milk is rich in magnesium and other essential vitamins and minerals. It is smooth, easy to prepare, and you can enjoy it with any soup of your choice. Egusi, ogbono, edinkaikon, atama. Mouth-watering delicacy. You can also use Sona Agrovita to bake bread, cake, and other confectionaries. Enjoy Sona Agrovita with your family. Sona Agrovita, quality products from Sona Malting Limited. Sona Agrovita, the healthy family's choice.